morning. Another amazing morning. Having coffee with Dr. Manette. Today we're having a little bit of liquid H2O this morning and drinking at your favor and, cheering up all our amazing teams in this World Cup.
Yes, I know. So exciting.
It's been exciting. Has been a World Cup, a completely unexpected. We have USA, moving up. They couldn't completely, win the game, but we are still in the map. So let's cheer up for Team USA. Thank you for tuning in. And today we have an amazing World Cup soccer related topic for today, and it's the goalkeeper of your smile. How to prevent gum recession. For all of you guys who are tuning in and have been wondering what is gum recession and everything, we have many videos on our catalog on YouTube, Facebook, and all of those channels that can explain you better. We're gonna dig dive in right now and talk a little bit more about. We just want to thank Dr. Monet for another amazing morning. Thank you, Dr. Monet.
Thank you, Adrian, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And we're excited to be with you. And what a wonderful question that you threw us this morning. It's like threw us a curveball. But, the gambler session definitely, the goalkeeper of your smile is
That's
definitely
right.
your gums, because
Yes.
that's what frames your teeth. That's what's going to keep your teeth lighter and whiter because the roots are yellow, they're darker.
Oh
So
my
when
God.
we have gum recession, that's definitely going to show, and it's going to show your roots. So your smile is definitely not going to be as appealing when you have gum recession because your teeth are going to look longer, your teeth are going to look darker. It's going to also change the shape of your teeth because as the teeth move up, right, our roots are narrower, so it's going to look more like a triangle instead of like that nice arch form that we have on our gums. So yeah, definitely the gums are the goalkeeper of our smile. Very good
Yes.
analogy, Adrian. And I would think that we need to prevent gum recession at any cost.
That's right, Dr. Monet. And that leads us to the first question. So, if your gums were a soccer team, the soccer team's defense, what happens when gum recession leaves the goal wide open?
Whoa. Well, definitely, we just said that your gums are the goalkeeper of your smile.
That's
When
right.
the defense leaves the goal wide open and we are exposed to gum recession, that's gonna be causing a lot of consequences. So the consequences of gum recession are gonna be your tooth sensitivity to cold, hot, and sweet. You definitely are more exposed to root decay. You're going to have, probably your smile that, some appearance, issues because especially if you have like a high lip line when you're smiling, you're going to show, long teeth. So it makes you older. It makes you look like we aged.
Yes.
Then there's like more severe consequences, like we're going to start having like tooth mobility, and eventually you can lose your tooth. So it definitely exposes you to losing your bone. And because when the gum recedes, does not recede by itself, it recedes with the bone. So the
You're right.
problem with gum recession is actually the loss of the support of the tooth. So that basically keeps you on losing support, and eventually, that tooth is going to be moving. Sometimes it shifts forward or down, and it causes also some bite issues as well.
Thank you so much, Dr. Monet. It is important to have that checked if you have your gum recession or if you notice tooth sensitivity and everything. Do not forget to look us up at healthy gums for number four, healthygumsforall.com, or leave your questions below. If you want to send us a little picture of what is happening there, Dr. Muni will be more than happy to at least give you an idea and ask you to come in and get a full checkup, but it is important to actually ask those questions and see if you actually are showing those symptoms like Dr. Renee mentioned. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Next question will be, can brushing too hard be compared to an aggressive side tackle that ends up hurting your own team?
Ooh, definitely, definitely. Brushing too hard, it can hurt yourself, right? Can hurt your gums. It will produce your gums to recede. It will cause sometimes also notches on your teeth. So not only the gums will recede, but there's also going to be tooth abrasion, and that causes some marks, like erosion of the tooth, and can even cause for you to need to have a root canal if that erosion gets very close to the nerve where the nerve is, and it will cause gum recession. So yeah, brushing too hard should not. And now that doesn't mean not brushing or brushing little. I think the brushing has to be, and we talked a lot about that, very thorough. So it has to be long but gentle, and definitely not sideways. So always down.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Monet. It is important, to measure that. Some of those electric toothbrushes have the medium and the soft, so you would recommend to use
Soft.
the soft.
The
Okay, so
soft.
use the soft setting, and remember, just doing up and down, right? Look all the videos that we have on our YouTube. Leave your comments below. And if you still have questions, Healthy Gums for All, number 4, Healthy Gums for All, where you can connect with us. We are in the museum district in very proximity to where all the soccer and all the World Cup is
Mhm.
taking place. So do not hesitate to contact us, and we'll make you feel right at home. Okay, Dr. Menez, so our last question is, what are what are the red cards our gums gives us before recession becomes serious?
Okay. Well, when gum recession has been there for a while, there's definitely going to be a lot of consequences. And when that recession, continues to progress, number one, there's going to be gum loss. And the gums are what frame our smile, but also protect our teeth. So when that gum recedes, then it's going to get into the area of what we call the mucosa, which is the cheek tissue that you have. At that point, the gum recession is constant and it's progressive. So when it gets very, very advanced, you're going to have tooth mobility. You might have as well root decay, which is one of the main reasons of tooth loss also. And you'll end up, having so much bone loss that the tooth is going to migrate, get loose and fall.
Okay, you heard it there, right from an expert. Okay, so don't say we didn't tell you. Okay, you're having a yellow card. If you have some gum recession, do not forget to follow us in all our social media outlets. Leave your comments. It's so easy, guys. It can save your teeth. If you leave your comments and you leave your questions and share this live, guys. This means a lot to us. We're bringing the best quality of content right at your sofa, right at your office. And by the way, we talk a lot about the sport that is happening right now with the soccer. So please like us on all our socials: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And don't forget our website, healthygumsforall.com. And we'll see you at our next session. Thank you so much for tuning in.